hey, everybody got to keep your heads up, man. You got to be observant of what's going around you, man. What's going on? Because, people will lie to you, trick you, and have you in a situation where they will take your life, man. You know, I mean, if you think of the worst things that's happened to people, you know, think about the death of one man from anyone and how simply obvious that is for somebody to do, man. You don't trust somebody to the point where you jeopardize your own freedom, man, and your own safety, because people will throw you under the bus quick, man. You got to stay strong and know where your help comes from. That's what the problem is. See, a lot of people think we have no spiritual guidance and blessings, from the man above, the Most High, but that's where our help comes from, you know. Like I said before, Satan was thrown on the earth, with his followers, and they ain't left earth. You know what I'm saying? The fact is how I feel. The Bible says, we're on a plane, not a sphere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're sitting on top of pillars. The earth is flat, according to a lot of study and research, And so, and there's a firmament above, You go ask what America was doing in 1940, what was it, 7? When they were over in Antarctica shooting nuclear bombs straight up to the sky and watching them blast and they was busting and mushrooming. Like, obviously they're making contact with something. But, we got to just keep on pushing through it. Because our life ain't long, man, but we got to stay in the right direction. Because it's too easy to fall off track. And the thing about it is that when you fall off track, you got to get back on track, But if you fall off a train, man, you got to catch up to it. You're going to have to put in footwork, right? Eventually, it's going to make stops, picking up other passengers, then start going, then make a stop and drop them off, and then keep going. You got to keep that motion till you catch up to it between its stops. You can't stop and rest till you got to get to it, Just like the rabbit and the tortoise, I mean, yeah, obviously the rabbit is faster than the tortoise. But, you use that conceitedness to think the fact that you got it made and you ain't got to put in the work regardless to whose opportunity it got to win, then you might lose even if you have the advantage. So you have to keep on pushing, man. When you're doing what you're doing, when you're working your job, when you're going to school, you got to stay on a regular flow, man. Because it's habit forming, what you do regularly. The time you wake up every day, it'll continue to the point where you won't even need an alarm to do, you know what I'm saying? Because your mind remembers, and you just continue that routine, man. It's not fun going to work all the time, working for somebody else, trying to maintain and make it. But you do what you have to do because you know you have to do it. And regardless of what you want to do, you got to do what you want. You got to do what you need to do. Regardless, man. First thing first, man. You're responsible for yourself. And then if you have kids, man, you have to take the responsibility and raise some kids and give them information to understand to make their life successful as they get older, man. It's a lot to say, and life is a trip. You know what I'm saying? But what is a man to gain the world and lose his soul? You understand? We're not living for materialistics. We're not living for financial stability. We're just living to take care of ourselves and to keep on pushing and be as righteous and as good as we can be. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you don't want to treat somebody like you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Because if you stole somebody's stuff, think about if that was your stuff being stole. And then another perspective was, shoot, I needed it. You know what I'm saying? And they had it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, that's like crabs in a bucket, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't step on your next man, you know what I'm saying, trying to get into the position they in just because of one thing that you're trying to take from them, which is jeopardize your freedom in the long run and then put you in the back. You know what I'm saying? Then when you have to start from the back, man, you have to jump seats to get to the front. And every seat that you try to jump might be occupied, man. So you got to wait for that opportunity. I don't care if somebody go in the restroom, then you jump in that position. But you have to wait. Now you're in that position, you got to hang out. You know what I'm saying? Move your feet, lose your seat. You know what I'm saying? So once you're in that position, you hang out, man, until you get yourself in another situation where you can move forward again. And it's just little by little, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and stay righteous, man. Because you get what you got coming eventually, man. Even if you think you get away with something, I'm going to tell you this, man. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's not, that does not have immediate appreciation for accomplishments is being righteous. You know, you're not gonna get immediate gratification for doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But doing something unrighteous, you're gonna get immediate gratification according to what you took or what you did to put yourself in the position that you're in. But then in the long run, it's gonna catch up to you and it's gonna tear your ass up. You know, but if you do something right, you see an opportunity where somebody's slipping, you know what I'm saying, and instead of doing something unrighteous, you wake them up, hey, you know what I'm saying, you just dropped $100 right there, you know what I'm saying, and as soon as you hit that corner, and you wouldn't even know, you know what I'm saying, but I just wanted to give it back to you because I know majority of people would not, and you might need that money, and I could use that money, but I'm not going to take it. So you're welcome. Not a problem. And then so you get nothing out of that immediately, but self-gratification and appreciation for what you did yourself, and nobody even know, and they appreciating you as they walking away. So nobody gives you a appreciation, affirmation for doing something righteous, man. But then in time, man, you keep doing the right thing, then you will be blessed with these things that happen for you in your favor. You know what I mean? Because if you would have took that 100, you know what I'm saying, only the Most High and you would have known you did something you shouldn't have did. And the lady would have realized that she lost that 100, but you wouldn't have been to blame in her mind because she'd have had no clue that you followed her and watched it and picked it up because you knew it was falling and didn't put her coattail to the fact that she was about to lose it. You know what I'm saying? But then you watch in the future and then you see a situation that happened to you bad and you just take it as facts of life. You know what I'm saying? It's just the type of stuff that happened. But in all actuality, I guarantee you, it's just unrighteousness. That things that are not in your favor happening to you because of the unrighteous acts that you live in, man. You know what I'm saying? You get what you got coming, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts. That's just nature, man. That's how life works. And we gotta live better, man. You know, I mean, because we ain't calling no shots. Only shot we call is the directing and the choice that we make it. And being that that's the only shot we call, you know what I'm saying, people are still messing up on that. You know what I'm saying? They squandering their opportunity to be successful because they making bad shot calls on themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's like taking a deep tray when somebody's opening underneath the basket, man. Drop it off for the quick, easy too, man. You know what I'm saying? You do that enough, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll get to the victory. You know what I'm saying? Taking these deep trays and stuff and not dropping it off to the man wide open under the basket, you're gonna miss the majority of them, and more than likely, you know what I'm saying? Deep shots are long rebounds, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna break, man, and hit you off, get that two down the other end because your ass impatient, trying to pull the shot, So I'm just saying, man, we gotta use our brain, man. Critically thinking. We do have a brain, man, and it works well, but we have to critically think. You know, critically thinking is what helps us make good decisions in the long run. You know, and everything will work out. You know, we just gotta be wise, man. And have that patience, cause patience is a virtue, man. And understanding what virtue is. It's important to recognize, wisdom comes with age, because everybody gets it when the Most High knows that they're ready to obtain it, you know, because we can't have an ignorant person wise, man. It just doesn't happen. It just is impossible. You can't go to school and take a class on wisdom and be a wise man. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is something that can't be taught, man. It's just something that's known, you know. I mean, some people are at a genius level where you can't comprehend their understanding, but the fact is they're on point. They're just way above you. You know, virtue. The meaning of virtue. You know what I'm saying, is of everything of importance. You know what I'm saying, and that's what patience is. You know, just understanding that. It's not special or appreciated. No, the virtue means of everything of importance. And that's what patience is, man. There's not one definition to explain to you how important it is for you to obtain, man. And patience is something that you can obtain. You know what I'm saying? Unlike wisdom, knowledge you can gain, patience you can maintain, but patience you can gain as well is comprehension, to understanding what you need to do to stay calm. And that's all within you, man. You know what I'm saying? All up here and in here. And I say in here because, you know, when your mind gets to going and your heart gets to thumping and your adrenaline gets to running and then the patience is gone. You know, you have to have self-control, man. Talk to yourself to understand that you're the only one to understand